the channel. My name is Thabi, and in today's video I wanted us to have a look at this Mineral 89 Fortifying and Plumping Daily Booster by Vichy. This is basically a hyaluronic acid, and it's got to be one of the most popular products by the brand. It's even more popular than their highly sought after vitamin C serums. I wouldn't be surprised if you looked up Vichy and in the brief description of the brand you'll find something about Mineral 89. It's that popular, and that has sparked some interest within some of you, and you've asked me to have a look at this and let you know whether it is worth your money or not, and I'm going to try my best to answer that question for you. This is 50 mils of product, and it's going to set you back 460 rands full price. But you know me, I almost never buy anything full price. I time my purchases around the periods that both Discam and Clicks are going to be having their specials, and I always get it for way less than their normal price. This is alcohol and fragrance free, which is something I know that many of you really appreciate about products, because you do have a sensitivity. Some of you have a sensitivity to both those ingredients. This is what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like first. This is what it looks like. It's a clear gel, and it's sort of like, it's almost sticky. It's very texture, and the way that it looks very different to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, which is also a hyaluronic based moisturizer. This one is clear, whereas the Hydro Boost will be white in color, and it's more gel creamish than just a gel. This is just a gel, and when it goes onto the skin, it goes on very smoothly. Even on the face, let me just show you what it looks like. I did remove my sunscreen because I wanted to demo the product for you. It goes on very smoothly. Of course, it is advised that when you're using hyaluronic acid, you apply it on damp skin so that it's able to just bind water to it. That is going to keep your skin hydrated for long. You will appreciate hyaluronic acid more when you keep it in the fridge, especially on days when your skin feels very irritated or feels like it's burning and itching, maybe as a result of a product that you're using or because of long exposure to the sun, whatever the case may be. You will cherish the way that it goes on and instantly soothes and calms down that irritation. And that is definitely one of the reasons that I bought this product. I think on the day that I bought it, I was still reacting to a retinol that I'm using, and my skin was itchy and inflamed, and it felt like it was on fire. I then went to the store and bought this. I came home, put it in the fridge whilst I took a shower, and then when I did my skincare routine, it was heaven. It was heaven. This is what it looks like. This is definitely a very good moisturizer. Now, I think you can wear this on its own, depending on how depending on your skin type, of course, but you can definitely wear this on its own, despite the fact that it does not have any occlusive ingredients. On days that I've worn it on its own when it was hot in the evening, I didn't find that my skin felt dry. But of course, it's hyaluronic acid, and depending on the temperatures and the climate where you live, you may definitely get a different experience than I did, and you may actually need to use an occlusive moisturizer over this. You can use this as a moisturizer on its own, because that's what I think it is. For me, hyaluronic acid is just a moisturizer. You can use it as a moisturizer on its own, or you can use it as a serum, and then you layer all your other serums, and then you finish your routine with an occlusive moisturizer. Hyaluronic acid improves the hydration on your skin, which in turn improves the overall functionality of your moisture bearer. And a moisture bearer that functions optimally is one that is able to ward off any attacks from pollution or the sun, and one that is able to heal quicker in the event that you are experiencing any irritation or breakouts. Those benefits and those functions of hyaluronic acid all sound good and well, but it's not to say that it's not something that you can get only from hyaluronic acid. You can definitely get the same benefits, the same result, by using a very good balanced moisturizer and applying it on damp skin. Do you need this hyaluronic acid serum? if you have the budget for it and you want it, then you definitely need it. But if this 460 rands is not something that is within your budget, don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Those very same benefits I've just gone through are something that you can definitely get from using a very good moisturizer and applying it on damp skin, just to ensure that your moisturizer is not locking in dryness. So instead of spending 460 rands on an expensive serum, if you don't have the budget for it, just focus on getting a moisturizer that works for you and getting a sunscreen to support that moisturizer. Both those products are going to help you, are going to go a long way in helping you achieve your skincare goals. You don't necessarily have to buy this. But as far as hyaluronic acids go, this is probably one of the best in the market, and if you can afford it, then I would definitely recommend this for you. I've used this, I've put it under different types of tests. I've used it on its own, I've used it during the day, I've used it at night, I've used it under moisturizer, I've used it under sunscreen, and I found that it failed for me and my skin types. It failed when I've used it with sunscreen or any moisturizer during the day. I think that interaction with the heat, my oils, the products that I applied, the ingredients in my sunscreen, it just didn't, they all didn't play well together, and it made my sunscreen peel. I did a TikTok video about it, showing my TikTok followers what it had done when I applied hyaluronic acid. It wasn't necessarily this one, but it was another hyaluronic acid, and I found that that is what typically happens with me when I have applied hyaluronic acid on my skin. It really doesn't play well with other products, but you may possibly have a different experience when it comes to the ingredient. I found better result when using it in the evening. However, I will have to say that there are sunscreens that play better with it. Though, for example, the La Roche Invisible Fluid, I think it played better with it. It was able to just not be moving around a lot, and it also didn't peel when I used it on that. So that led me to believe that the hyaluronic acid on my skin is going to be better used with sunscreens that have a fluid texture and not so much those creamy aqueous consistencies. I hope I'm making sense. Now, as far as hydration, when I was doing this serum, I didn't find that the use of the serum gave me superior hydration than I would get when I had used just a moisturizer on damp skin. And I've always said on the channel, that is my favorite routine when my skin is feeling irritated, to just wash my face and on damp skin apply my Bioderma Atodem Intensive Balm. I didn't find that using this hyaluronic acid gave me a superior result than that. I didn't find that I was more hydrated or more moisturized when I had this and less when I didn't have it. And that's what you would think would happen, because the way that hyaluronic acid is marketed and it's described to us, they say hyaluronic acid is a molecule that binds 1,000% water. What? 1,000% of its water weight. Is that what they say? Yeah, but the way that it's explained to us and the way that it's marketed, it definitely leads you to believe that hyaluronic acid is going to be this miraculous ingredient that is always going to come to your rescue when your skin suddenly experiences some dryness throughout the day. I mean, it did hold on to 1,000% its water weight, so it should be able to dispatch that water on demand, right? That is not at all. I didn't find that to be true with this. I didn't find that I was more moisturized for longer or hydrated for longer than I would. I found this to just be a moisturizer that moisturizes and hydrates my skin like any good moisturizer. So just to sum up and bring this whole review, bring it back a little bit, this Mineral 82 this Mineral 89 is a good moisturizer. It's a good hydrator, and I'm not going to disagree or dispute all the claims that other people have been making online, or I'm not going to dispute all that you've been made to believe. It's a good moisturizer. I like it. I personally like it. So what I'm saying is, don't feel like you are missing out on something or your skin is not reaching its full potential just because you don't have this in your arsenal, you're not missing out on anything. You're still getting hyaluronic acid in some of your other products. I've said this before on the channel. You don't necessarily have to have a designated hyaluronic acid product for you to reach your skin goals. However, if you want the hyaluronic acid, if you have the budget for hyaluronic acid and you need it, then buy it. I hope that answers all your questions regarding this product, and if you feel there's anything that you want me to elaborate on when it comes to this, how it applies, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will be happy to answer that. Vichy 89, everybody. Have a good day.